Welcome to the next episode of my car video vlog, and it's just going to be all about AI again. And then today I'm going to talk about AI in your personal life and just give some examples about how you can use it in your personal life. Again, it's just really coming to the start of the wave, start of the trend, getting to the start of the wave. The Pope gave a speech or a whole day seminar today in regards to AI. So yeah, the head of the Catholic Church all getting into the whole AI thing. Actually will confess I don't know what he said. I've not listened to what the story behind it is, but just the fact that we are discussing this at such a big level, it's just become ridiculous. So yeah, you need to get onto AI, and let's talk about how AI can help in your personal life. And like I said in one of the previous episodes, I don't think you actually know that how much you've been using AI already. It's also a new trending word, but for many years, things like Facebook and Google has been using AI. It's what's called algorithms, or what's called robots. And it's always been used in the background. So personal life and AI. Right, let's get into a list of things. Smart homes. Smart homes is a great example of how to use AI in your personal life. So the number one thing there would be like the little Alexa app. How great is that? So it's just a little speaker that sits in your house, and it just literally answers every question you throw out at it. If you don't have one of those, man, it's really good, really amazing little tool. You have it, you just, hello Alexa, ask it a question. Alexa, listen to the song that plays on the TV. Alexa, book an alarm. Really, the voice to AI features is just ridiculous. It's just such a great little product that connects into all smart devices into your house. You have smart alarm systems, you have smart lamps, smart TVs, and it literally all can get controlled by voice, which is all like part of the AI infrastructure. Yeah, just again, back to smart devices, the AI features and security cameras. For example, I have all these little security cameras, and the wireless cameras that you literally just screw in anywhere outside. And it's got all this auto detection AI features built in, where it can detect if there is a human, or detect if there's movement, or detect if it's a cat or a dog, and then sends you the notification and does the report on it. So it's a smart camera that works with AI to record into the cloud, the smart detection, and it has a whole set of automation built in as well. If this is this, do that. So really useful to have in your own personal life. Yeah, it's a really great little tool. So let's just get into other things. So smart homes, I think it's probably where you use it the most. And then really anything else to do with like smart devices or smart TVs, it's all got like real AI features built into it, so it's real easy to use and smart to use in that sense. But yeah, just on a side note, like if you don't want to use AI on devices, you can just use the good old Chat GPT. It just integrates with everything and is actually just a backbone for it all. So we can start using AI for smart things by learning. So just think in the past, let's talk about before technology. The only way you could learn something is to actually go to a library, hope to find a book, then check out the book, then read the book, study it, and then sometimes you have to give it back and the book is not yours. So the quality of information you got was really hard. And then the internet came out, and it was quite easy to find information, to find things that you needed to know, but not only that, you could be exposed and be able to learn things. And there's courses you could assign and pay for. And was always quite hard to find a constant, good quality on what is true and what is correct and what is up to date. So you might, it has actually happened, I've done a affiliated marketing course, and I bought this course, and yes, it was a really good course, but in between the release of the course and getting the course, the whole Facebook algorithm updated, and the course was valid in a way, but the things they were teaching and showing you was not. It was like a total waste of A, money, and B, just my time. And this is where AI comes in. You can learn any skill you need to just by the simple use of ChatGPT, and it will be the most up-to-date version of it, and it's free, and it will put it out in a way that's customizable to you. So all you need to learn, really, and you can learn this from ChatGPT, is to create a good prompt, to create a good course, to learn something. If you need to learn a language, for example, a language, it can create an easy course for you to start working it out. The other big thing is computer skills. It used to be really hard to, if you are like a programmer of any sort, it gets a little bit off the personal track, but if you used to write programs of any sort of code, it used to be really hard to analyze a code, or if you had a code and you wanted to do something very specific, you had to go through a bunch of trial errors and problem solving, and AI just cut that out, completely cut that out, and that's what made it so good. You can just put it in the prompt and you can use it. Another good example to use AI is if you are bilingual or multi-language. So if you don't want to learn a language, but you might need to communicate in a different language, it's great. You can, for example, if you need to write emails or text messages, you can write it in your whatever language you're speaking, and then get it to translate it. Nice, free, easy, quick, and fast. So it's great for communications. Another smart way to use AI is anything kind of legal to a legal side of things. So if ever you need to sign a contract, or if you have any information, like for example houses, buying a house can be quite hard, can be quite daunting. There's legal questions you might need to ask, and you can just ask ChatGPT, or any sort of AI tool to actually do that for you. So it can analyze any sort of legal document. You can have legal questions you need to ask. It's really good as well. The second thing I quite use is I quite often use any sort of AI, and again, GPT is the backbone. You can have many other apps, but it's actually ChatGPT of some sort, or OpenAI running in the background. So you might as well just use the actual source. But if you're thinking of buying something, or doing something that has any sort of pros or cons to it, then feed it to GPT and ask it to analyze it and give you a emotionless decision. This is what's really good about it. If you're on the fence about something, and you maybe not considering all the facts or considering all the pros or cons, that's what will sort it out for you. So for example, I used it for a cell phone. I wanted to buy an Android phone, and I wanted to buy a Samsung Galaxy and an iPhone. And I was him and hawing about it. I pretty much fed all my information that I have to ChatGPT. I gave it what I wanted to do with it and what I ended up looking out for it, and I asked for the pros and cons, and it chucked it out there. Then I asked for a suggestion to use, and that's how I didn't think about a couple of things. For what I want to do in my personal life, I require third-party applications, which just get blocked by iPhone real bad, but it's open for Samsung, and just something I didn't think about in the decision making. Because hey, let's face it, it's an iPhone. Everyone wants an iPhone, so there's a bit of a emotional connection. So bam, it just cut that off. So it's really good for that. The second thing is it's really good to use for travel in your personal life. If you ever, even if you just travel local, or if you go visit something, just start a whole thread about the travel and the location and work through it. And we're human, we forget stuff, or we don't think about all of it, but an AI and a GPT will spit that stuff out for you. Like it can, if you are thinking about traveling somewhere, it can tell you the sites you can see, it can tell you times, and again, pros or cons. Don't visit this place at this time because it's busy, or this has had bad reviews, rather go to this place. And yeah, that's really smart like that. I've also recently used it for my personal life for a budgeting system. So it's really just GPT and it's prompt creation. You just need to be smart with it. The more information you give it, the more you will get back. And I've done a proper full a saving budget for myself and my personal life that is manageable for me and my money and the internet income that I'm making at the moment. Thinking about it and just thinking ahead, like things to consider about trends, what's popular and what might not be popular soon on. And then just get sort of like basics and fun things. Recipes, by the way, great idea. Things that comes together, great idea. Give me ideas for a party. Give me a list of things to do. Training is really good and really big into the fitness thing. If you can feed it your own personal height, weight, age, activity level, and will come up with calories, what deficit you should be in, and how to use a meal planner, what sort of meals, what sort of food has a lot of calories. Because they're actually really smart about that. It's great, just great entertainment. You can have quizzes. We do quite a lot of quizzes for it. You can ask it to do a quiz, A, B, and C answers, and give it to you as you go along. The old joke telling is getting pretty good with it. Well up there with dad jokes. And then just, it's fun, the image creation things, giving it a prompt and seeing what sort of image it comes up with. It's just part of the different things. Obviously there's lots of things with AI, and I've talked quite a bit about just GPT and chatting, but then there's the whole creative side of things. And obviously if you run your own personal Facebook or Instagram and want to create details on that, that's quite easy to use as well. But it's just fun as well, right? If you want to see what it looks like when you cross a lion and a horse, like it can just create that, and it's quite funny what it creates, and you can laugh about it. And the same with the whole video thing. I've talked about this before. Video creation comes up really big. I've used it to create a song for one of the kids. One of the kids did a real good game in soccer, and then I made a cool little jingle for him, and they liked it. So there's lots of entertainment value as well. There's personal growth value, there's entertainment value. Scheduling and planning works really well. There's a whole separate app for where you give the application your list of things to do and the timings, and it will run your schedule for you. If you're into that, it gets a bit more business-like, but if you're into schedule and routines, that works really well. It's really good for any sort of analytic kind of things. If you want to analyze what you're doing, how your time spent, again, weight loss, whether you're on track or not. I think AI is so good for personal life, and then it happens a lot in the background that you don't even know about, and it's not something you should be scared or worried about. Like it's been used in Facebook in advertising for ages. It's been used in Google and Google searches for ages. I don't think it's anything that anyone should be scared of at the moment. Yes, it gets scary and it gets intimidating, but here's the fact. The simple fact is It's not going to go away. It's just going to get more. There's just going to be more of it. I think the other day they had the first ever Formula 1 car race where the cars was learning with AI. So here it comes into sport, right? So AI is just going to creep in everywhere. The biggest tip I can give you is to start using it. Start using it for email. Start using it for spell checking. If you just want to change the tone. In fact, I've used it to come up with some good house rules for the family to use. So you must use it, else you're going to get left behind. There's no need to be scared of it. Use it in your personal life and get on the trend. Understand it. The point I want to make is, if you're worried and scared about it and you're just going to hang back on it, you're just going to lose out. The world is going to go ahead at a massive pace and a massive speed, and you're just going to miss out. I hope you've learned something. I hope someone watches this and considers it, and starts using it in their personal life. All the best, and looking forward to the next episode. I think the next episode I will do how I use AI in my personal business. It's going to be great value coming up, because even though I'm just a sole entrepreneur, I actually have all these digital employees working for me. So awesome. Great. I'll talk to you guys later. Cheers.